On a tranquil day, I was caught mid-sentence crafting a lie when he slid the divorce papers across the glossy kitchen counter. Not a single word passed his lips, only a sharp, aloof stare, as if I were a stranger asking for time. My throat tightened amid the bitter burn of chamomile tea scalding my tongue. The silence that followed was oppressive, not driven by anger or despair, but by a deliberate intent. He had already charted his next move. When I murmured his name, he turned and walked away. No bags, no reproaches, just an empty void where he once stood. I believed I held the upper hand, mistaking his stillness for capitulation. I didn't realize it was the opening gambit in a game I was doomed to lose. 7 years of marriage. Shared joy, idle Sundays, whispered confidences in the late hours. I loved him, truly, but frailty crept in. And Ethan was the kind of misstep you excuse when you fear routine slipping into monotony. My husband and I own a secluded lodge nestled in the Smoky Mountains, our refuge in the chaos of the world. No cell signal. No city din, just the soft rustle of pine needles and the purity of solitude. Every autumn, we'd retreat there, just the two of us, with a bottle of Merlot and the glow of a fire. It was sacred ground, until I brought Ethan there. For weeks after the papers arrived, I needed space to breathe, a moment to unravel. Ethan saw a lure in the isolation. He didn't sense the lodge's quiet scrutiny. The truth struck me like a frigid wave in the small hours. At 3 a.m., my phone buzzed with an alert from the lodge's security app. Motion detected. Half asleep, I opened the footage. There he was, my husband, moving through the lodge a week after my visit with Ethan. He stepped with purpose, room by room, as if mapping the shape of my betrayal. I replayed the clip endlessly. No outburst, no wreckage, just him pausing in the bedroom, staring at the unmade bed, then leaving as quietly as he'd entered. No rage, only a piercing focus. That night, I slipped a knife beneath my pillow. Ethan laughed when I told him, dismissing me as paranoid, but the image of my husband's eyes, keen unbroken, kept me sleepless. 3 weeks later, Ethan vanished. He was meant to meet me at a museum, but he never appeared. My calls went unanswered, my texts ignored. Hours crawled by until a deputy's call pierced the stillness. His voice was calm, detached. A body had been found at a remote lodge. No signs of forced entry, no theft, just a corpse marked by blunt trauma and the passage of time. It was our lodge. My legs gave way before he finished. I drove there, desperate to confront the truth myself. Yellow police tape fluttered in the wind, the front door slightly ajar. They warned me to stay out, but I crossed the threshold. The air was thick with metallic stench. Then I saw the blood, a dark, congealed trail from the kitchen to the living room. That's where they found Ethan, his face mangled, ribs shattered. The police called it meticulous, calculated, not a crime of passion. On the fireplace mantel, one object stood out, a black chest rook, alien to the lodge's decor. That's when certainty seized me. I stopped weeping the instant I saw it. All along, I thought I was a strategist manipulating the pieces, but he'd appended the board when I wasn't looking. I returned home, evading the police. There was no need to speak, no fingerprints, no witnesses, no provable motive. Ethan's name faded into an unsolved case. For days after his funeral, my husband called. His voice was steady, deliberate. "I warned you," he said. "Every choice has a consequence." I couldn't respond. He didn't linger. One day he added, "You'll see, I did you a favor." The next month, I dismantled my life searching for answers, his documents, emails, even a storage unit. I scoured everything. What I uncovered was worse than I'd feared. Photographs of Ethan and me, time-stamped and cataloged, a meticulous record. Maps, lodge blueprints, even a security system schedule, all arranged with surgical precision. He hadn't acted in a fit of fury. He'd orchestrated it like a battlefield operation. He disabled the cameras remotely before entering, staged it as a botched robbery. But the chess piece, that was his message to me. I wanted to loathe him. I tried, but fear of the law never haunted me. What unsettled me was a grudging admiration I felt. He didn't shout or plead. He executed a move I never anticipated, leaving me to navigate the debris. No body, no confession, just a chasm where our marriage once stood, swallowed by shadows. People ask why I never remarried, why I sidestep questions about the past. I offer faint nod, words unnecessary. I betrayed the one person who saw through me, and he responded not with tears, but with master stroke. Now, every chessboard I pass conjures the black rook on the mantel, the bloodstains on the floor, the silence that echoed after. Some seek vengeance with a scream, he once murmured.